A DNA test result flashes across the screen, and suddenly nothing makes sense anymore. A young Filipino man sits frozen, staring at percentages that shouldn't exist. Traces of ancient peoples, unexpected migrations, and genetic markers linking him to stories older than recorded history. Scientists reviewing the data exchange uneasy glances. Something about Filipino DNA doesn't follow simple patterns. For generations, people have wondered why Filipinos can look dramatically different from one another, some with East Asian features, others with Southeast Asian, Pacific Islander, or even European-like traits. But now, a new genetic discovery is challenging everything we thought we knew. What if the Filipino identity isn't just a single story, but a living archive of ancient survival, colonization, migration, and adaptation? What if the differences people notice in appearance are clues to one of humanity's most complex genetic journeys? This isn't just a science story. It's a mystery that begins thousands of years ago and stretches into the present as researchers dive deeper into DNA and uncover a hidden history filled with unexpected encounters, lost civilizations, and truths that may change how millions of Filipinos see themselves forever. Miguel grew up hearing the same question again and again. What are you mixed with? Some assumed he was part Japanese, others thought he looked Latino, and a few even guessed he was Korean. Each guess felt like a small reminder that people struggled to place him within their expectations of what a Filipino should look like. Living in Manila, he noticed how diverse everyone around him appeared. Different skin tones, eye shapes, heights, and facial structures. The more he paid attention, the more he realized there was no single image that represented Filipinos. When he heard about a new DNA research project studying Filipino ancestry, curiosity pushed him to volunteer. He expected simple answers, perhaps a mix of regional ancestry. Instead, the results revealed a complex web of ancient migrations stretching far beyond modern borders. Scientists told him that Filipino DNA holds clues to some of the most fascinating movements in human history, shaped by seafaring explorers, ancient hunter-gatherers, traders, colonizers, and environmental survival across thousands of years. Researchers began analyzing mitochondrial DNA, passed down through maternal lines, and immediately noticed extraordinary diversity among participants. Many carried markers linked to Austronesian migrations, a massive expansion of seafaring peoples who spread across the Pacific thousands of years ago. Yet alongside these were traces of much older lineages belonging to ancient hunter-gatherers who lived in the islands long before agriculture arrived. This meant the Filipino story didn't begin with a single migration, but with layers of human arrival overlapping through time. Scientists explained that early humans may have reached the Philippines during prehistoric migrations from mainland Asia, navigating land bridges or early maritime routes. These ancient ancestors adapted to the island's tropical environment, leaving genetic footprints still visible today. For Miguel, hearing this felt like unlocking a secret door into the past. The diversity he had always noticed suddenly made sense, each face carrying echoes of different ancestral journeys merging into one shared identity. As the research deepened, scientists identified genetic signatures linked to Negrito populations, indigenous groups believed to be among the earliest inhabitants of the archipelago. These groups possess unique genetic characteristics distinct from later Austronesian-speaking populations. Their presence in modern DNA revealed that ancient populations were not replaced, but instead blended with newcomers over time, creating a mosaic of ancestry. This discovery challenged simplified narratives that often portrayed history as a sequence of replacements. Instead, Filipino identity emerged as an ongoing collaboration between generations. Miguel learned that even when physical features appear similar to neighboring populations, hidden layers of ancestry may tell entirely different stories. Visible appearance, scientists emphasized, does not always reflect genetic complexity. Someone might appear East Asian, yet carry deep indigenous roots, or display European-like traits while being overwhelmingly Southeast Asian genetically. The realization reshaped Miguel's understanding of identity, turning differences into living evidence of connection rather than separation. The next revelation involved ancient trade networks. Long before European colonization, the Philippines functioned as a crossroads connecting East Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific. Genetic evidence revealed influences from Chinese traders, Malay seafarers, and South Asian populations who participated in early commerce. Archaeological findings supported this, showing cultural exchange across vast distances through shared artifacts and technologies. Scientists proposed that centuries of intermarriage gradually shaped the physical diversity seen today. Miguel imagined ships arriving at coastal villages, bringing new languages, customs, and families who blended into local communities. These interactions enriched rather than erased identity, adding layers of complexity that made Filipino heritage uniquely dynamic. Regional differences began to make more sense, some areas reflecting stronger East Asian influence, others retaining deeper indigenous ancestry. Diversity wasn't random. It mirrored historical connections across oceans. Then came one of the most controversial discoveries: traces of European ancestry appearing more frequently than expected. The Spanish colonial period, lasting more than 3 centuries, left profound cultural marks on the Philippines, but its genetic influence varied widely. Some participants carried small Iberian markers, while others showed more significant contributions, reflecting historical interactions between colonizers and local populations. Scientists emphasized that European ancestry represented only one thread among many, not a defining characteristic. For Miguel, the news felt complicated. It connected him to global history while also reminding him of a painful colonial past. Researchers explained that DNA records interactions without judgment. Interpretation depends on how people choose to understand it. Rather than defining identity, these findings illustrated how history becomes biologically intertwined through human relationships. As analysis continued, scientists discovered signs of environmental adaptation embedded within genetic variation. Genes related to skin pigmentation, metabolism, and immune response revealed how ancestors evolved to survive tropical climates. Darker skin tones may reflect adaptation to high UV exposure, while dietary-related genes showed shifts as agriculture spread across the islands. Geographic isolation created microdiversity, as populations on different islands developed subtle differences before reconnecting through migration. For Miguel, this transformed appearance into a story of survival rather than coincidence. Each genetic variation represented solutions crafted by ancestors facing environmental challenges. Media attention soon followed, sparking public debate. Headlines claimed scientists had solved the mystery of Filipino appearance, but researchers resisted oversimplification. Identity could not be reduced to percentages or markers. Social media discussions exploded as Filipinos shared DNA results and personal stories about belonging. Some celebrated diversity, while others worried about misinterpretation. Miguel watched interviews where scientists emphasized nuance. DNA explains history, not worth or authenticity. The conversations revealed society's desire for simple answers to complex identities. One researcher proposed that Filipino diversity might represent one of the most genetically layered populations in the world. Geographic isolation, combined with constant migration, created a rare environment where ancient lineages survived alongside newer arrivals rather than being replaced. Mapping genetic clusters across islands revealed patterns linked to historical migration routes and trade networks. For Miguel, this shifted confusion into pride. Diversity became evidence of continuity, generations preserving history through their very existence. Family stories began gaining new meaning. Miguel's relatives spoke about ancestors rumored to come from distant lands, stories once dismissed as myth. Scientists encouraged combining genetic research with oral traditions, creating richer narratives. Identity emerged not just from DNA, but from shared memory, culture, and lived experience. The project continued expanding, revealing unexpected patterns where individuals with predominantly indigenous ancestry displayed features often associated with East Asia, and vice versa. Genetics proved far more complex than visual stereotypes suggested. One breakthrough involved identifying small traces of Denisovan ancestry, connecting Filipino DNA to archaic human species that interbred with early modern humans tens of thousands of years ago. This discovery reinforced Southeast Asia's importance in early human evolution and deepened the sense of wonder surrounding Filipino identity. Miguel traveled across the Philippines, meeting communities preserving ancient traditions and languages. Each region revealed unique combinations of ancestry, shaped by geography and history. Public discussions intensified around representation and belonging. Many shared experiences of being told they didn't look Filipino enough, highlighting the limitations of narrow definitions. Scientists and historians emphasized that diversity had always been part of Filipino identity, long before modern borders existed. Climate changes and environmental pressures further influenced migration patterns, pushing ancient populations to relocate and mix, adding new layers to the genetic mosaic. Advanced analysis tools revealed connections between genetic clusters and historical trade routes, positioning the Philippines as a central hub of human movement. Younger generations embraced mixed heritage more openly, seeing uniqueness as a strength rather than an anomaly. However, some misinterpretations emerged, prompting scientists to clarify that genetic variation should never justify division or hierarchy. Educational outreach became essential in presenting findings responsibly. Miguel met participants from remote islands who felt pride and curiosity upon seeing their ancestry results. The research expanded into language studies, revealing how linguistic evolution mirrored genetic mixing. Artists and storytellers began using the discoveries as inspiration, transforming scientific data into cultural expression. Discussions about colonial influence examined how historical power dynamics shaped modern perceptions of beauty and identity. Internal migration within the Philippines also played a major role, as seasonal trade and inter-island movement encouraged intermarriage and cultural exchange long before globalization. Psychological impacts of DNA testing were explored, acknowledging the emotional complexity of confronting unexpected ancestry. New sequencing technology uncovered unique genetic markers specific to certain Philippine populations, highlighting localized evolution alongside global connections. The narrative gradually shifted from questioning differences to celebrating complexity. Visual comparisons demonstrated how individuals with vastly different appearances shared significant genetic overlap. Scientists described humanity as an interconnected web shaped by migration and adaptation rather than rigid categories. The documentary summarized its findings: ancient indigenous ancestry, Austronesian expansion, trade-based mixing, colonial influence, environmental adaptation, and prehistoric human connections, all contributing to Filipino diversity. Standing among people of varied appearances yet shared heritage, Miguel finally understood that there is no single way to look Filipino. Diversity itself is the defining feature, reflecting thousands of years of journeys merging into one identity. The DNA discovery didn't reveal a simple answer, but uncovered a deeper truth. Every difference tells a story of survival, resilience, and connection. And if this is your first time watching this video, consider subscribing so you don't miss more stories that explore hidden histories and surprising scientific discoveries shaping how we understand ourselves and the world.